A Columbia and Stanford professor set up a jam tasting in a California grocery store. 6 jams on one table and then 24 on another table. The table with fewer options outsold the bigger one 10 to 1. The science calls it choice overload. Question 5 has called it something else for years. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is Science Back Soul Supported. Today is day 1 of week 3. Choose a better alternative. The pause is behind us and the climb is in front of us. Last week we sat in the pause and we breathed and we listened. We set our seeds under the new moon. This week, the seeds are going to break ground. The moon is waxing and the light is returning. Question 5 is the first step back up the stairs. What's essential? Choose what's essential. Here's where the science gets interesting. In 2000, psychologist Sheena Iyengar at Columbia and Mark Lepper at Stanford published one of the most cited studies in decision research. They set up 2 jam tasting tables at a California grocery store. One on Saturday, they offered 24 jams and another 6. The table with 24 jams drew more browsers, but the table with 6 jams sold 10 times more product. People who saw 24 jams just froze. People who saw 6 chose, bought, and moved on. That paper changed how we understand decision making. It launched what we now call the choice overload phenomenon. The more options you have, the harder it is to choose, the worse you feel about whatever you choose, and the more likely you are not to choose at all. Welcome to modern life, right? Welcome to 100 open tabs. Yep, guilty. Question 5. Choose what's essential is the antidote. It doesn't ask what could I. It does not ask where are all my options. It asks the harder question, what's essential? Strip the noise. Strip those jams down to 6, sometimes down to 1. The pause from last week was listening. Question 5 is the discernment. And discernment is hard because it requires you to leave things behind. I always say that question 5 is the emotional heart of the 7 mindful questions. And here's what I've learned in 12 years of practice and 40 years in healthcare. Most of us do not have a doing problem. We have a choosing problem. We have 100 good options and we can't land on one. So we do all of them halfway and we wondered why we're exhausted by Wednesday. The ascent of the 7 mindful questions is not about adding more. It's about choosing better, less on purpose. Now, the moon is doing this work with us this week. We're in the waxing crescent phase, building towards Saturday morning's first quarter. The light is gathering, so is the will to choose. The sky is mirroring the staircase, 3 steps back up. Today, your challenge is, before bed, take a mental look at your tomorrow. Ask question 5 out loud. What's essential? And then pick one thing, just one. Make it the thing the rest of the day bends toward. Then see what happens to the noise when you have a single yes. The Power of 7 workshop is where we'll walk through all 7 questions together as a community. 4 Wednesdays starting June 10th. Less is better on purpose. The workshop link is in the description. If today's video lit up something, hit like, drop a comment with the one essential thing you're choosing this week. Share with someone who's drowning in options. And this is Dr. Lisa. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to share, like, hit the bell, do all the things.